Alright, so sometimes you want to take a z-score and change it into an actual value. So for example, if you're dealing with SAT scores and I tell you, well, this person got a z-score of 1.7, that doesn't mean anything to you. You want to know what SAT score does 1.7 correspond to. So I'm going to show you the formula for doing that. Right now we're assuming that we have a z-score, but we want to get this number, which would be like an SAT score, for example. So you might remember this from basic algebra. You want to get x by itself. So let's first get rid of the sigma on the bottom. It's being divided by sigma, so we'll multiply both sides by sigma. Those will cancel. So we'll have z times sigma. I mean, up here it said sigma times z, but the order doesn't matter. Z times sigma equals x minus mu, because these things canceled. How do you get the x by itself? You would just add mu to the other side. Okay, I'm not sure if this is on your formula sheet, but you might want to put it there. This is how you find the x value. So if you knew the z-score, the deviation, and the average, you could find, let's say, the SAT score as an example. Okay, so x equals, and this is our formula right here. They just wrote it in a different order. Okay, so let's use that right now. Here's the formula. Okay, it says a vet records the weight of cats treated at a clinic. The weights are normally distributed. There's the mean. So the mean is 9. The deviation is 2. So I'm writing sigma equals 2, and then we have 3 z-scores. This one, and this one. So let's do 1.96 first. So x is going to equal mu plus z theta, and then next we will do z equals negative 0.44. Just going to write this formula, and again I encourage you to pause it and try. This is just plugging numbers into a formula. That's really all it is. And then finally z equals 0. Okay, so let's try each of these. So the first one, we want to find what x is. So first of all, would you expect this cat, it has a z-score of 1.96, would you expect it to be lighter or heavier than 9 pounds? And the answer is heavier because it has a positive z-score, so it's going to be above average. So mu is equal to 9. Z in this case is 1.96, and that's supposed to be a sigma. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the tail there. Sigma is equal to 2. So when you actually calculate that, 9 plus that number, you would end up getting, I don't have a calculator with me, but I believe you get almost 13 pounds. That's a pretty big cat. Okay, this cat should be below average because it's a negative z-score. So we're going to have 9 again plus negative 0.44 times 2. And I believe that turns out to be 8.12. So that cat is a little bit below average. And then this last one says x equals mu plus z is 0 this time. That's just going to be 0. So if you're exactly average, that means your weight is just going to be 9 pounds. Right? So let's just check those answers right there. And this is again called converting z-scores to values. So you can see that we got those 3 numbers: 12.92, 8.12, and then when you're average, that means your z-score is 0. You're right at the average of 9 pounds.